What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Everything Weapons. A little bit of an update for the Iran war. Iran just did a surprise attack against U.S. bases in Jordan that broke the ceasefire, and we've never seen Iran do this kind of offensive before. Usually it's just a reactionary strike because the U.S. did a strike, but no, this time Iran just decided to fully attack America by themselves. Iran launches renewed missile attacks at U.S. and Saudis strike Tehran-backed militias in Iraq. So Iran launched a barrage of missiles at American forces in the Middle East early Wednesday. This is from APnews.com, so all credit to them. As the U.S. partnered with Saudi Arabia to strike Tehran-backed militias in neighboring Iraq, killing at least 20 fighters. 6 Iranian advisors were also killed in the U.S.-Saudi strike. 2 Iraqi militia officials told the Associated Press they spoke on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to comment publicly. The flare-up on multiple fronts after several days of relative calm raised the risk of a return to all-out war. It also underscored the difficulty of winding down a 5-month conflict that has jolted the world economy and is unpopular among Americans. Yeah, most of America doesn't want this stupid war that's not strategically beneficial for the United States. The fighting was also likely to add to concerns that the U.S. is further drawing down already diminished stockpiles of sophisticated munitions needed to defend its bases and allies. And now we have Ukraine, Zelensky begging the U.S. for more Patriot batteries, and we have a shortage of Patriots. They're spread all over. We're not making enough. It's a total disaster. Meanwhile, a Fox News reporter said in an on-air segment that he spoke with President Donald Trump, who, using a series of vulgarities, told him the U.S. will hit back hard in response to the Iranian attacks. So we're about to see the United States attack Iran, possibly today or this week or on Friday. We don't know. Probably this week, just because I bet of how mad Trump is and the Americans. Saudi Arabia had accused the Iraqi militias of firing drones against its oil facilities over the past 2 days. An umbrella group of Iraqi militias initially denied the allegations, while another Iran-backed group, the Houthis rebels in Yemen, said they had attacked Saudi energy facilities as part of a separate but related conflict. So the Houthis admitted to it. Before the latest eruption, mediators had expressed optimism about bringing the U.S. and Iran back to the negotiating table. An interim agreement collapsed in recent weeks over renewed fighting in the Strait of Hormuz, a crucial waterway for global energy supplies that Iranians' attacks have made effectively closed again. A regional official said mediators are still trying to, with both sides, to restore calm and get the ceasefire to get back on track. He gave no details on whether progress was being made and spoke on condition of being anonymous to discuss the closed-door diplomacy. So the renewed hostilities sent oil prices spiking. Brent crude, the international standard, jumped 3.1% to $84.58 a barrel. Jordan intercepts missiles and U.S. strikes militias in Iraq. Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard said it fired ballistic missiles at Jordan's Muwafaq-Salti Air Base, a key U.S. military hub for the region. In a statement carried by the state-run IRNA news media, Jordan's military said 5 Iranian missiles had been intercepted and destroyed. There were no immediate reports of casualties or damage. The U.S. military later announced that American and Saudi fighter aircraft had struck multiple logistics and weapon sites in eastern Iraq in response to the alleged drone attacks on Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Defense Ministry warned that it does not seek escalation, but will respond to any aggression. The Popular Mobilization Forces, a coalition of primarily Shiite Iran-backed armed groups that is officially under the command of the Iraqi military, said at least 20 fighters were killed and 32 others were wounded in the overnight strikes. Those groups joined the fight against the Islamic State group after it seized large sections of Iraq in 2014. The Iraqi government later designated it as an independent military formation within the armed forces, but the militias have significant autonomy and some have attacked U.S. facilities. The office of Iraqi President Nanar Ahmadi condemned Wednesday's U.S.-Saudi airstrikes, calling them an unacceptable attack and a blatant violation of Iraq's sovereignty, targeting its official security institutions. Iraq's National Security Council also condemned the strikes, saying in a statement that they had been carried out while the Iraqi government was in contact with relevant parties to investigate and address all the concerns raised by the Saudi and American sides. It said a number of innocent people had been killed and wounded. A visit to Saudi Arabia by Iraqi Prime Minister Ali al-Zadeh that had been scheduled for Thursday was postponed indefinitely, said to Iraqi government officials on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to comment publicly. Attacks on Saudi oil facilities could worsen global energy crisis. Saudi Arabia is also locked in a renewed conflict with the Houthis. The rebels have declared a blockade of Saudi shipping that could choke off another crucial Middle East trade route, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, from the Red Sea into the Gulf of Aden. And Iran rejects Oman proposal for managing the Strait of Hormuz. So the Strait of Hormuz has been a major flashpoint in the conflict. Iran's deputy foreign minister said his country rejected a proposal by Oman, which lies on the other side of the strait, to jointly manage ship traffic. In an interview with Iran's state-run television, Kazmi Khalilzadeh said Oman's proposal included dividing the strait into two routes, each allowing the transit of half the shipping through the waterway. Iran offered a counter-proposal with a temporary plan for transit of vessels through its territorial waters, he said, adding that Tehran's policy is for the strait never to return to its pre-war situation when ships moved freely. This is from apnews.com. Thank you guys very much for watching. Smash the like button. A thumbs up is greatly appreciated. Type us a comment down below of what you thought about this moment in the war, and it's just such a mess, man. Now Iraq is pissed off and might get involved. Jordan is mad. It's just like, there's rumors that Trump wants to do an invasion of the islands, so not the mainland of Iran, but even that would be disastrous. I think it would look like D-Day or worse. But check out my older videos on the channel. As always, guys, you're watching Everything Weapons. Ring the bell if you don't want to miss any video I post in the future, and until next time, I will see you guys later.